Hello, everyone. This is Faith at Faith and Books. How are you doing? I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope the cold didn't get you. It got really cold here. We had a very nice Christmas. I didn't get any books, but I did get a lot of gardening stuff. Like I got this cute little seed packet storage box. So I got things like that. Anyway, I'm so tired right now, but I'm going to record this anyway. I'm thinking about January 2023 and maybe a few of my sort of New Year's resolutions. I have a lot of them. I tend to be a resolution maker. I like to make them all year round, though. I make them for, New Year's Day, but then I also make them for Lent, and then I make them in the spring, and then I make them in the summer, and then I make them in I make resolutions all year. That way you don't have such pressure on you, and you can always start again, right? So the first thing I want to say is that, and I haven't said this enough, I haven't publicized this enough, but we are having that Hornblower2023 read-along. And so there are 11 books in this series, and the first one is Mr. Midshipman Hornblower. And this is the first chronologically not in the order of publication, but the chronological order of Hornblower's life. So this is the first one, and I'm going to read it. We're reading one a month. There's 11, so January through November. And this is the one for January. And I'm going to try and read these every month. I'm going to try to slate them for the first week of the month. And they're clean, they're interesting, they're exciting, they're easy to read, and he's a wonderful character. So, I think it'll be a really fun read along, and I hope that people are interested and that they will read along with us. We're being kind of casual about it, so we don't even have a Voxer group or a Discord or anything like that. It's just if you read one, hashtag Hornblower2023, and if you make a video, a review of it, or if you post about it on Instagram, we will come and comment. We can chat with each other about our thoughts about it in the comment sections. So that's what we're planning, and I hope people join in because I think it will be really fun. And I just ordered yesterday because I watched Mark Richardson's his 2023 plans. I'll link below. And he talked about this, of course, because he's co-hosting with me. And he has the Hornblower companion book. He likes to get companion books to series. I've never done that. So I just ordered a copy of the Hornblower companion. So hopefully I'll get that soon. So anyway, so this is the first big thing for 2023, as well as for January, what I'll be reading in January. Another big thing for 2023 is that I'm going to be doing, along with the podcast by Ascension Press, read by Father Mark Schmitz, is the Catechism of the Catholic Church in a year. So they have it all. I got to get the reading plan printed out. I haven't done that yet. But I bought a new catechism. I have an old beat up paperback that's really short and thick and tiny print. So I decided I needed a new one. And this is the one that they published for the podcast, Catechism in a Year. And it's really nice edition, the nice print. And it's just nicely set up. So I'm really pleased with this. It came in this really nice box. So Catechism in a Year. So that, when I did Bible in a Year by the same people, not this past year, but the year before, 2021, I got up every morning and I would just listen to it. However, now I have a puppy and I have to take care of the puppy. I have to take the puppy on a walk and feed the puppy and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm going to have the same amount of time in the morning. So I think I'm going to have to shift to the evening, to doing this every evening. And I wonder if that will work as well. So we'll see how consistent I am on this. I was extremely consistent with the Bible. I was really proud of myself. I listened to it. I think I only missed maybe 2 days or something, and then I could double up easily on the next day. I was most consistent I've ever been in my life. So I'm wondering if that'll happen with the catechism. We'll just have to see. I'll have to figure out the best time of the day to do it, because I think it's going to take more. I was really familiar. I mean, I'm familiar with the catechism, but I'm really familiar with the Bible. And it was really just listening to him read and then his reflections, right? But this is a little bit more, this is I think, going to be a little bit harder to do in the format. I can't quite imagine how he's going to do it. It's a little drier, and more theological. You're not, the Bible really varies, of course, but, it's poetry, it's history, it's military history, it's myths, it's a combination of lots of things. So there's a lot of variety, whereas this is different. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm also planning to, a couple more things and then I'll stop. I am planning to journal a lot. I'm going to focus on journaling. So I ordered a notebook for the catechism in a year. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm hoping to notebook while I listen to it. And then I'm also, instead of doing Goodreads, I've said this before, I'm going to use this cute little diary that the Folio Society sent me for free. I've already started to write things down. So this is going to be my book journal. So I'm going to have a notebook for catechism, a book journal. I'm going to have my garden journal where I record everything. This is a really nice journal. It's not, I started using it, this is September. I started using it this past year, but not very consistently. But you see, the days aren't dated or the weeks aren't dated. So you can just pick up and write down a week and then record what you're doing that week. And it's very forgiving if you're inconsistent. And there's like the planner part of it. And then there's logs to keep seeds you buy and that sort of stuff. Notes you can keep. So I really like the way this is designed. And sorry about the glare. It's really nice. So I got this from M.I. Gardner, if you're interested in a garden journal. So that's going to be my garden. So I've got the catechism, books, garden. Then this is just going to be my regular planner. And I've already started writing down things. I wrote down everybody's birthdays, anniversaries. We've already planned when we're going on vacation. Just all kinds of stuff. I'm already inputting. So this is my little planner. And then the last thing I have is just this. And this is just where I brain dump things, sometimes I'll journal a day. Sometimes I'll write down ideas for things. Here, I wrote down my New Year's resolutions, just that kind of stuff. Just ideas I have. So this is just sort of a random mishmash kind of journal, which it's good. I don't have a great memory, so it's good to be able to look back and see what I thought, what I wrote. So yeah, and my other thing that I want to do, I have so many resolutions, but in terms of reading, I'm really going to stick to only having 3 books going at once. Because I think trying to do more slows down my reading. It makes me feel overwhelmed. I'm having trouble with sleeping. I'm very, very tired all the time. And I'm always pushing through this fatigue. And it's aging me, and I'm feeling my age. And I think I have sleep apnea. So I'm going to have a sleep study done. I should be calling places right now to see if I can get something set up. Because I do think might be the problem. And that's why I don't get enough sleep. That's why I wake up with headaches every morning and that sort of thing. And maybe that's why I'm catching all these colds. I've had a cold since, August, basically off and on. It's been different things. I'll go a couple of days without having one and then I'll get something. I also had COVID in October, but it was started even before then. So I'm just constantly tired and feeling under the weather. And yet I do childcare. That's my prime thing that I do every day. And I need energy. So I'm going to work on my sleep. But the other thing that not having enough sleep and then being busy with other things is that when you go to read, you fall asleep. That's what happens to me. So it's really slowed down my reading. So I'm going to work on sleep so that I can read better. But I'm also going to pull back on overcommitting myself. I'm just going to allow 3 books. And I've probably said this before. I'm going to have 1 in real life book. So this would be an example of one that I'm going to start January with. And then I'm going to have 1 Kindle read. That's going to be Middlemarch by George Eliot. Anybody who wants to read it with me? Oh, I think Linda Jo Martin, did you say you want to read Middlemarch? If you did, let me know. And anybody else who wants to read Middlemarch in January, please join in. So those are the 2 books. One's a real life book, one's a Kindle book, and then the last one is an audiobook. And I think I'll still be listening to The Duke's Children. I don't think I'm going to finish it up before January 1st. So, and then after that, I'm planning to read the Victorian Book Club, The Heir of Redcliffe, on audio. Now, the other thing is it's affecting my ability to listen to audiobooks too, not having enough sleep, because it makes me drowsy. I want to listen to it in the car. I'll be driving around and my eyes will start to close. I'll be like, oh no. So I can't even listen to audiobooks in the car. When I sit down to read, I fall asleep right away. So it's just, it's really impeding my ability to read. And my eyes also, I'm struggling with my eyes. So yeah, sleep is important. But that's what I'm hoping to do. So the things I'll have going on are catechism, and that's 365 days. Then an in real life book, I'm calling it, a Kindle read, and an audiobook. And that's all I'm going to do, because I want to kind of pull back and have time for mood reading. Because I want to read books, but I'm like, oh, I can't fit it in because I've already committed myself to all this other stuff. So I'm trying to find a balance. I like the part where I'm committed to things that I'm reading with other people and joining in on events. But I also want to have time to mood read, and I barely have time to read at all. So it's really affecting the pleasure of reading. It feels more like homework, having a project due, rather than having fun. So I'm going to try and be like that. That's my resolution, that I'm only going to do 3 at once. That sounds crazy. But anyway, all right. I think that's all I wanted to say. I can't remember now. But anyway, I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. I hope your New Year is full of health and happiness. And I hope we read books together. And I love to hear any comments and, what you're reading, what your plans are for the new year. And I guess I will talk to you later, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.